with some of our practice partners for the World Team Acclimation Camp in Sicily, Italy. From left to right, we got Mallory Velti, Maya Nelson, Macy Kilty, and Erin Golston. We're just going to get a little insight from them as practice partners and see what camp's been all about. I'll just start with Mallory, just generally, how's this camp been overall? What are the spirits like? Because now we're in the last full day.
This camp's been really good. It's been a good hotel training situation, which sometimes it isn't always, and I think everyone's been healthy and ready to train every day, so overall very positive. We have a lot of great coaches with us.
Mallory, this is an interesting situation for you because last year you were on the world team with a training partner, and now this time you get to be a training partner, so you kind of have a little bit of an insight on how important they really are. First of all, can you talk about how important it is and how this has kind of shaped your mindset on taking on this role?
Yeah, so when they asked me to come, I really didn't want to, but Adeline begged me to come, so I was like, okay, I'll come, and especially because Maya was such an important part for me last year, getting ready and feeling good every day. She was really important to my, podiuming last year, so that's the least I could do was help this year.
Yeah. Maya, we'll go over to you. Having been a practice partner before and seeing your partner get a bronze medal like Mallory did, what kind of satisfaction is that for you?
It's definitely like, when you're a practice partner, you have to know how important you are in the process. But, and it's hard because, obviously you're training someone who is basically kind of living your dream a little bit.
Yeah.
But it's satisfying to see, like, yeah, they're working hard, but you were right there by their side throughout the whole process. And I know for me, like, last year I was a lot of people's training partners, and most of the people that I was training partners with medaled, so that was awesome. And I just want to do my best so they can do their best. And I don't know, it's almost like being a proud parent. You like see them, you're cheering for them, and then they medal, and you're like, yeah, I was there. That was all me, but it wasn't all me. But you get it. you know how parents live through their kids.
Yeah.
And so with the camp like this, you do have U23s coming up in October. Are you using this as like a time for you to focus on yourself as well and get ready for that world tournament?
Absolutely. One of my coaches from the training center, Ike Anderson, he was very adamant on telling me to come here and not just be a training partner. I have to train for myself because I do have U23s coming up, and at the end of the day, I am training for a world championship and to be a world champion, as well as the ladies around me. So this is, honestly, it's a great training situation for me because that energy in the room of everybody wanting to win really rubs off on you when you're also training, wanting to win.
Move over to Macy. Macy, you were on a junior world team earlier this year. You got your second silver in a row, but you also have U23s as well. How do you see yourself, like, what did you see at junior worlds that you want to focus on here while you're at camp, and how is that helping you get ready for U23s?
I think it's cool just to be like playing a different role. So like juniors, I went there to compete, and then coming here and just kind of enjoying the process and being a part of the training, like being a part of their training, being part of their process. So I think just looking at it from a different perspective and then making adjustments for U23s. There's a lot of great resources here, whether if it's the training partners getting an extra workout after, or like there's a lot of coaches here from different parts of the country that you can utilize. So,
Yeah. You're probably one of the youngest people here. This is your second year in a row as a training partner. How important is that to your development? How cool is it to see that you're getting inside look at the process before you're quite there yet?
Yeah, getting to be here and pretty much go through their training up to the World Championships is, you can't get that anywhere else except being here in the moment. So yeah, just soaking it all in and enjoying the process.
Yeah. Over to Erin Golston. Erin, you have been around the senior scene. You are just right on the cusp, so close, making world teams and things like that. Why is this important for you to come out and be a training partner?
It's important just to really prepare for next year, solid preparation. Even, sure, I'm as a training partner, but I think all of us are kind of looking at it next year, the big picture.
Yeah.
We're seeing our opponents out there wrestling, coming up in Kazakhstan, you know, all the wrestlers from different countries. I know I'm going to be taking notes, so it's really just preparation.
And you're working with Sarah Hildebrandt, which you guys are close on and off the mat. What's that experience been like for you? And how have you seen what, if any, difference have you seen to her from last year's mentality to this year for her?
Being her training partner, I mean, it's amazing because we're really best friends. So I don't really feel like training partner-ish, you know. It's like the same, what we're doing here is the same that we do in Colorado. We wrestle each other every single day. And I would say just her mentality compared to last year, she was even more hungry. Like she was very, very hungry, very focused, and I'm really excited to see what she's going to do this upcoming week.
Yeah, and I guess I should specify, Mallory is here with Adeline, Maya's here with Tamara, Macy's here with Forrest, and Sarah, Aaron's here with Sarah. I'll just go down the line. We'll just do kind of like a quick 2 questions, but just everybody answer, what's the best part of being a training partner? So we'll start with you, Mallory.
Getting a nice suntan out by the beach is the best part of being a training partner.
Maya?
I think it's bringing the different aspect to the wrestling room as in energy-wise, because all of us are very different human beings and very different women, and we come in here and all of us have like personalities that are huge, and we're just like, we just work, all of us.
Yeah.
I guess not all of us. Most of us.
Macy, what do you think?
I mean, I think we'd all like to be out there competing, but I think it's cool to look at it, like I said, from a different perspective. But like, we don't have to put all that stress and probably what they're going through right now, like all those emotions, we don't really have to go through that. So just kind of going day to day, just normally, but they have the stress on them.
Aaron, what do you think?
I'm just excited to see everyone's growth, you know, but they're growing every single day, just preparing for this World Championships. I'm happy I can be a part of that and do what I can. I mean, I'm a huge team player. Like, sure, I'd love to be a part of the team, but it's just as exciting for me to just make sure everyone's ready and feeling good.
Yeah. Macy brought up a good point, the emotional side of it. And I know that Terry has stressed to you guys that you're here for the emotional support as well. So I guess what are some ways that you guys feel that that's best to support your world team athlete? Whoever wants to tackle that one, yeah.
I believe it's very personal to each one. I know, like from last year to this year, you know, there was sometimes I'd go on walks with some girls because they just needed someone to talk to on their walks, and there's some girls that need to hear that I believe in you, so you need to believe in yourself, and there's some girls that just need silence and they just need you to sit next to them, you know, so it's very personal, depending on who you're with. I know Tamara, she loves talking and being, you know, laughing and being loose and dancing, and I know that about her. We're really good friends as much as we are like great partners. So just knowing your partner and being able to adjust to what they need. It's not even like this what specifically is going to happen and you're going to specifically be needed for this. It's what they need in that moment.
Yeah. Mallory, you have interesting insight having been on a world team before. How important is it for those training partners to support you guys emotionally?
Yeah, so I've been on 2 world teams, and in 2017 we didn't have any training partners. It was only the world team and coaches, and then last year in 18 we had a few training partners, and it makes a world of difference to have a good training partner, like absolutely hands down the best situation, because the support, like being able to go on walks, being able to watch Netflix together, or just laugh, play cards and things like that, it's much easier to do with training partners who don't have the stress on them. As well as last year, like preparing for medal rounds and having a few like 5 hours to like go and hang out with training partners was way better than spending that alone in my hotel room. So it makes a world of difference to have training partners here.
Really cool. We'll end with this one. Did anybody else want to tackle that? No. All right. We'll end with this one. Just again down the line, what is the hardest thing to you guys about being training partners?
The hardest thing about being a training partner is maybe leaving practice and feeling like I didn't get anything out of this that only the other person did.
The hardest part of being a training partner for me is we don't have the same emotional or physical tasks that maybe the world team members do, but it still takes a toll on you, and you know, like they aren't tended to as much. So it's like, if I'm having an off emotional day, I gotta bring it up a little bit more because I can't make my partner feel that, you know. Or if I'm like, you know, hurting, or you know, I accidentally got hurt in a practice or something, I can't show that to my partner because I want them to feel better. It's not about me, and sometimes that's kind of hard because wrestling is such an individualized sport, and we are very selfish. So like that selflessness that we have to show all the time, like 24/7, is a pretty hard job.
I'd say probably going through the whole process and then not getting to compete at the end.
Yeah, I would have to agree with her. Just watching someone basically living out your dream, you know, we want to prep for Worlds, we want to be the one out on that big stage, but, you know, it's kind of a hard pill to swallow, but like I say, you just get as much excitement as being there to support the team as well.
Very cool. Well, thanks for your insight. We appreciate everything you do for us and World Team.